Oh, hey, my name's Jason. I'm an IT professional with absolutely no construction skills, and I bought a house that needs to be completely remodeled. This is going to be painful. Well, here we go. Another weekend. Got my coffee. I got Dave's coffee. Just got to his house here. We're going to pick up some lumber, some more lumber for framing. I got a new tool. It's dangerous. Yes, I like danger. Not really. Anyway, so get Dave, go to the lumber yard, and we'll get going. Got a lot of good progress to talk about. Does that look like $500 worth of wood? I sure hope so. But here's what we got going on today that's going to be cool. Got to attach some 2x4s to the concrete downstairs. So I got myself a powder actuated gun. And basically what you do with these is you put one of these into the barrel end of it. And then basically got these 22 blanks that you put inside there. Shoot it right into the cement. Pretty sweet. I was trying to think of what's happened since the last video. I guess I could watch it, but I'm too lazy. The water heater's mostly installed. We're waiting for the gas to get finished up. The gas line's done by the plumber. He's probably going to be done in about another 6 days here, next Friday. The furnace got replaced. Got the old oil furnace out here and the new gas furnace in. All the ducts are repaired and or added. So the heating is really all good to go, but they can't test it until the gas is hooked up. You see that orange line right there? It just needs to be connected to the gas. But as far as today goes, it was another good day. Got a lot of stuff done. I got to play with a powder actuated gun to anchor nails into the concrete. I built a couple walls. Who would have thought? I mean, I couldn't have done it without Dave's tutelage, but I did it. So that was pretty cool. And tomorrow we're just going to keep going on the framing. We got to get this office framing done. And Tammy's office and the wall in what's going to be her file cabinet room and printer room. So that'll be cool. So we're putting this 6-inch plate down, pressure treated because it's going to be against concrete. And the reason we used a 6-inch instead of a 4-inch to build the wall is because we got to account for these vents that are coming off the tankless water heater. And on a side note, I got to tell you that the urge to misuse this thing and just see how far it could shoot a nail is almost overpowering. I thought before I finish doing those 2x6s down there, I should show how I'm cutting around the pipes. There's 3 different vents going out through, well, actually 4. But on this particular set, I got to account for 3 different vents coming from the water heater. And Dave was showing me how to do this, so I figured it'd be good to pass on to anybody else who might not know how to do this kind of stuff. So this is the mark for the actual length of the stud, 87.5 inches. There's a pipe towards the top of the wall. To clear it, you start at like 80 and then 84. And then coming down further, 35.5 and 41. So mark these out and then mark the area that you can cut out. So I'll cut those and then I'll show you what I do after that. So this is the first series of cuts. I've cut it to length. I got 2 cuts there, 2 cuts there, but that won't be enough. I need to flip it over and make more cuts on the other side of these notches. So I made those cuts, and then I made a series of extra cuts within each one. I don't know if I'll be able to hold the camera and show you this at the same time. Let me see how I can do this. So I can't really, I only have my phone with me today. I forgot my other camera. I can't really show it in action, but basically just take a chisel and a hammer and just cut along your line. These will pop right out like that. Pretty cool. Been a interesting 3-day period. A lot has gotten done. Plumbing and gas is still not done, but that should get done by Friday. That's what they tell me. The furnace got taken out, ducts and the vents were repaired, and we got a lot of framing done. So that was cool. It's kind of a nice turning point. It feels like a turning point. Like we're finally starting to move forward instead of backwards. We did a lot more of adding things and not tearing things out of the house, so that's been really nice. So the one kind of bummer is, well, I don't know if it's a bummer, but I had the foundation looked at down there where the slab is cracked in what's going to be Tammy's office, and so I had a guy out today, and now he said, well, you're going to have to, we could put foam underneath, where the slab is cracked, but then your foundation is sunk about 1.5 inches or so over 70 years, which, doesn't seem too bad to me. But he talked about driving these basically jacks down into the ground until you hit bedrock and then jack the house up. And that was a $25,000 quote. So, but the pattern seems to be with all these bids that I get is there seems to be 2 reasonable people and then 1 outlandish one. With the electrical, there was a $14,000 bid, a $20,000 bid,
and a $48,000 bid.
With the plumbing, there was two $9,000 bids,
and a $22,000 bid.
With the furnace, there was a $5,000 bid, a $6,000 bid,
and a $24,000 bid.
So I'm hoping this is the same thing, that maybe somebody else will come that will have a different idea of, do we need to even do anything with the foundation? Can we leave it as is and just, fix what we need to fix, level up the floor or ceiling, depending on which level of the house you're on, something to that effect. So anyway, all in all, I feel like it was a really good weekend. I feel like we're finally moving forward. We're making progress, and it's amazing what it does for your frame of mind. You feel like there's some light at the end of the tunnel. So anyway, that's the end of this video. You know what I usually say. If you feel like it, subscribe if you can. Hit the notifications. Leave a comment or two. If you want to know anything about what's going on or if you have any suggestions, I'm always open to it. And thanks for checking it out.